Hello everyone and welcome to EduTab. This is a very short but very informative video for all the aspirants of UPSC EPFO APFC examination, that is the post of Assistant Provident Fund Commissioner in the EPFO organization, and the exam which is conducted by the Union Public Service Commission. In this video we are going to talk about 8 must know details that we should be aware of regarding the 2015 notification for the APFC examination which was released by UPSC. So that was the last recruitment cycle for the post of Assistant Provident Fund Commissioner in the EPFO organization. So what are the 8 details that I am talking about? These details will help us know what can be the timeline of the examination and what is the process of this examination that was followed during the last recruitment process. So first of all, if we talk about the advertisement date, the advertisement number 52/2015 was taken out by UPSC on 20th June 2015. So 20th June 2015 was the date when notification of the advertisement was released by the commission, and then the time period for filling up the online application forms was given, and the last date to fill the online application forms was 9th of July of 2015. So 20th June to 9th of July was the time period where you could have filled your examination forms. After that, in the notification itself, 170 vacancies, 170 Assistant Provident Fund Commissioner posts were advertised for. Unreserved posts, open category posts were 78, OBC reserved posts were 54, 14 reserved for scheduled tribes, 24 for scheduled castes, and 8 posts for physically handicapped candidates across all these reserved or unreserved categories. So total 170 posts were advertised. Okay. Next up, the recruitment test, the actual test which was conducted by UPSC, it was conducted on a single day. It was conducted on 10th of January 2016. Right, and the result for this recruitment test was released on 21st March of 2016. So relatively very quickly the entire result was published, because the examination was held in a single shift all across India, and it was held without any hiccups, and on 21st March 2016 the result for the recruitment test was released. In the result on 21st March, in total 570 candidates were shortlisted across all the categories. So for 170 posts, 570 candidates were shortlisted and they were called for the interview. Okay, in the interview, the time period which was given in the result itself, all the candidates, they were made known, their roll numbers were published, and they were asked to mail their documents, self-attested documents, all the required certificates of educational qualification or your category qualification, all these documents, they had to be mailed to the UPSC office, and then the interview call letter would have been mailed to the candidates. Okay, so out of these 570 candidates, all these candidates, they appeared for interview between 16th May to 3rd of June 2016, and the final result was released on 10th June 2016, a week after the finishing of interviews. The final result was released by the UPSC. In the final result, the total candidates who were selected for the post were 71 candidates from the open category, 61 candidates from OBC, 24 candidates from SC category, and 14 candidates from ST category were selected for the posts. Total of 170 posts were filled through this particular examination. Next important thing that we must be very sure about was the cutoff that was given for all the qualified candidates in the examination. Category wise and exam stage wise qualification marks are given. 66.5 marks out of 100 was the cutoff for the unreserved category, and 50 marks out of 100 was the cutoff for the unreserved category in the interview stage. Right, the final selection of last selected candidate from the unreserved category, he scored about 268.37 marks. So there you must always remember, the UPSC is given this condition that these are the marks that you must score in order to qualify the recruitment test. Right, so 66.5 for unreserved, 60.5 for OBC, 56 for SC, 54 for ST, and 51 for physically handicapped candidates for open category. So all these marks, they had to be minimum marks which you have to score in order to be in order to have qualified the recruitment test. In interview, the minimum marks that you should have scored was 50 for unreserved category, 45, 40, 40 for OBC, SC, and ST categories respectively. These marks are the marks of the final selection candidates according to the merit, so which we can call the final cutoff which was there, that was 268.37 marks for the unreserved category. About 20 marks less was the minimum criteria for the OBC category, 234 for SC and 229 for ST category. Right. And you also have to remember, in this examination, the weightage given to the marks scored in recruitment test is 3 times, while for interview it is 1 time. That means whatever marks you are scoring in the recruitment test, they will be multiplied by 3, adding the marks that you have scored in the interview into 1. And if you add these total marks, then out of 400, 300 in the recruitment test, 100 from the interview, out of 400 marks you have to score minimum these many marks, then you have to, then you will be qualified as the then you will have qualified this particular examination and posted as an APFC officer, right? So these are the main important points of information that you must remember about the 2015 notification, which was the last recruitment cycle for APFC. So this was all from my side in this video. I hope you enjoyed this session and you your knowledge about this particular examination, it has increased. Keep on reading, keep on growing. Jai Hind and Jai Bharat.